morning everyone. Coming on now to do a review of this product that I got from Craspire. They reached out to me and asked me if I would like to showcase some of their products, and I said yes. And amongst the things I got was this tub of gold leaf flakes, some bamboo tweezers, and this little case with some paintbrushes in. So there are 5. Well, I actually think they're makeup brushes. That's what they feel more like. They're very soft, and some of them are rounded and some of them are on an angle. So I've been having a play, and I thought what I could do is show you the different techniques that I've used and how I have found this this gold leaf. So the first thing I have to say is it is stuffed with gold leaf, and you pull out something like several layers of gold leaf come out, you know, and it's like that all the way through, I think. So the tweezers are very good. I think there might be a bit of stickiness on these, that's why this thing is sticking to it. But these tweezers are supposed to be anti-static. So so the first thing I'm going to do is to try and tease out some pieces, and can see it is extremely delicate, very, very, very thin gold leaf. And what I've found was that it breaks very easily, and it's quite difficult to put down on a surface if you want sort of precision. But I've been practicing, because I have to say also that my gold leaf technique is not very good. It's not that I'm an expert, and so yeah. So I'm just trying a few things out. So okay. So you can see just from this little bundle that I've got here how many pieces there are. So it might help. If you put it on your fingers, it breaks down and you get gold fingers. So yeah, it just goes to dust. It is so fine. If you were just you know, sort of putting it on a project as a bit of gold accent or something like that, just on a scrapbook page or something like that, this is absolutely fine. And it is fine for what I was doing as well, but it just needs a bit more care and attention. So I'm going to show you first of all what I've done with this one. Now what I'm trying to do is to put gold leaf around the edge of some tiles, which I'm going to decoupage to make coasters. So with this one I used double-sided sellotape, and you can see that it's covered it very well and there's no problems. I'm just going to do one side with you, so just to show you how easy it is. So just tap that down. It's very important with this particular gold leaf not to touch it with your fingers, because, well, the static gets in and it breaks down very easily. And if you want a long piece to stay in one piece, you have to use something else to tap it down. But you must make sure as well that it's well tapped down onto your glue, whatever glue you're using, because if you don't do that, it just comes off. But I don't think that's a reflection of the gold leaf itself. I think that's just a reflection of my technique. Okay, so there we are. I've laid it down on the sellotape, and now I'm going to use a brush just to take away the excess. And you see the brush works very well. The excess comes off very easily, and you're left with a very nice border. So if you want to do something along these lines, it's very, very easy to use. So, you know, if you were using that grouting method of using up scraps and having gold leaf in between, this would work perfectly, because you would be having the sellotape to connect to pick up the gold leaf. So this is a success. Okay, now I'm going to show you the same process but using glue. Now I've got this tile which I've done 3 sides of it already, and I'm just going to do the 4th side. And with this technique, you have to be very patient. I think, you know, I tried one before and it didn't stick. I mean, when I came to take it off, it all came off with which wasn't very helpful. So so I'm just using some, which is what I had, flitter glue, which says it's good for sticking down gold flakes. So I thought, well, that's what I need. But I don't think you have to use this particular glue. You can use watered down PVA, you can use Mod Podge, you can use probably your own tacky glue or whatever. But the important thing is that you don't touch it, right? So I've discovered that if I tap it with the back of the tweezers, it works very well. And also don't try to get the excess off yet, because if you do, I'll show you in a minute what happens. Just want to get this layered up. Obviously I'm doing this, I'm having to hold this up, but if you had 2 hands it would probably be a bit easier. And although I'm using my finger here, it would probably be better to use the end of a brush or something like that to place. Now you can see that I've touched this here, and you see it has come away. So, and now I've touched there and that's come away. So this is what I was finding with, you know, if you're trying to do little patches, that's what happens. So then I resort to, you know, adding a big piece and just leaving it. And I'm just trying to fill up the gaps there. So all of this bit I did yesterday. But I'm going to leave this because I've got another tile here which I also did yesterday, and we're going to take the excess off and see what happens. Okay. You see that the brush works very well. It needs to be something soft that you use to, you know, you don't want to be scraping at it with something hard, because otherwise you'll just bring everything else off as well. It is quite a messy technique. I mean, if anybody could show an easier way to do this, I'd be very grateful. So I used that flitter glue, and I did this yesterday about 5 o'clock, and it's now getting on for 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's stuck. It has stood here for a good few hours, 15 hours. So it is totally dry and well stuck, which is what we want. Okay, some of this has got over the edge. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the glue ran down. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's it's all part of the fun, isn't it? And there we are. So as you can see, if I compare it with the tile, which I did, I don't know if it's going to show, there's a huge difference in the texture. This one is very smooth, and this one is a bit more lumpy. And even if I rub my finger over it, some areas of it are smoother than others. Well, this side isn't too bad, but this one, see, if I rub it, the gold has come off, and so I don't know how to get this to be smooth. It's not smooth at all. So this side and this side are very good. This side's not too bad, but this side is terrible. I'm just going to show you what happens if you take it off too soon. So this is the one I've just stuck down. Don't know which edge it was that I put down last. So anyway, so we'll take all of these off and see what happens. I mean, as far as the quality of the product is concerned, it's very good. The brushes work well, the bamboo tweezers work well, and the gold leaf works very well. The only thing I would say is that because it comes in huge clumps, first of all you have to separate it very carefully, and because it is so thin that it breaks very easily, and it sticks to anything. And you know what gold leaf is like. It goes into little bits of dust and then it goes everywhere. So, well, that's not too bad. This is the side, I think, which I put down last, and it's not too bad. This one is, oh no, this is the one. See, if I put my finger along it, it all comes off. So that's why you have to be careful that you leave it for long enough. As the rest of these sides I did yesterday. So not too bad. Perhaps I'm just getting better with my technique, but this piece, obviously, look, it's really it's all coming off. And I think that's because, obviously, you know, when you overlap well, apart from the fact it's very delicate, when you overlap it, some of it is stuck, and the loose bits pull off the bit that's been stuck. So you just have to be very, very patient and really tap it down hard. That was another thing I discovered. If you just lay it on top and think that, you know, the glue's going to take it, not necessarily. So I'm just trying to patch this one up as best I can, and that's it. So yeah, I would give it the product. I would give the product 10 out of 10. I mean, we have to take into consideration the you know, the fact that I'm not an expert, and I'm learning. Now, I just wanted to show you the difference. So this is a flake from another company, okay? And I can actually hold it in my hands without it breaking up, okay? So it is slightly thicker than this one, which if I put it in my hand, it breaks up. You see, it breaks up into little bits. So that, you know, so long as you know your product, and so long as you know what you're doing, this is an excellent product, and you get absolutely loads for your money. So yes, I would recommend it. The brushes are great, and these tweezers are absolutely essential with this one, which is so fine, because it takes away the static electricity, so that, you know, it doesn't fly away or anything like that. So thank you all for watching, and I'd also like to thank Craspire for asking me to collaborate with them. There is a discount code in the description box below if you want to go over to their website and buy anything. Do use the link to their website, which is in the description box below as well, because that is how how you can connect to get the discount. So there we are. So thanks all for watching. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye for now.